program is a collaborative effort with the Art and Culture Commission and the Friends of the Library. And we're just very pleased to feature Enrique Armendariz as our very first Artist of the Month. I think, yes. Enrique, and it's just been a pleasure to work with him, and I've just thoroughly enjoyed it. I know he's got a lot of family members here today and a lot of supporters, and so today we're honoring Enrique for the great work that he's done with his photography. And so we're just going to be talking a lot about you today, Enrique. Okay, so you know, with this exhibit today, it's called For the First Time, and por la primera vez. And so this is actually the first for us actually doing this program, and it's actually the first time that Enrique has shown his work too. So it's very fitting. And he's dedicated this exhibit to his wife, Olivia. We're just very pleased today to show you this work. Downstairs in the lobby we have some other photos that Enrique has done, and those will actually be on display for a month, February 6th through March 6th. Excuse me. Today, this is just a one-time during this opening reception that we're showing Enrique's work. So we really want you to enjoy today and to talk to him about his work, because as any photographer, they love to talk about their work. I know that personally because my husband is a photographer. So I'm going to turn it over to Chris Hernandez. Chris has been wonderful. He's an Art and Culture Commissioner. He has just been my right hand. I could not have done this program today without the help of Christopher, and so I really want to thank him.
I'm here because I've always been a big fan of Enrique. I'm not just talking for myself, but I think I would like to talk for most of the students at East Los Angeles College. I mean, since the first day I met him, he's been very, hands-on, very, I want to show you this, I want to show you that. And I think that's been great. I think that's something that the art that's really needed. And so, I think he's inspired so many of us to really, to show our work, really push ourselves as, photographers. And I think, what better way to give back to the person that's been giving so much to the department by having his own art show. Because, if you know Enrique as well as I do, you can't stop talking about his work. And that's for him, that's the one thing that he just, that's his passion. Every time, he does something, he's like, I want to show you this, Chris. Oh, wait, hold on. You got to look at this really quick. You have a minute. Come on. So I'm really pleased to really have the honor to really help him put together his show. I know that his wife really would have wanted, to see this, and I think having everyone here, having all of his supporters here, I think this is a huge step in his life. So I'm very proud of him, and I would really like to pass the floor to one of his instructors. It's been phenomenal, and she's very well liked as well, like Enrique, and we introduced May as well.
Wow, it's really kind of an honor to be here and talk about Enrique. Enrique and I go back quite a long time. We kind of started photography together as much younger people. And I've seen Enrique's work over the years. We've lost touch, and he came back in photography, or at least back at ELAC. I found out he was at PCC, but we won't hold that against him. All right, but there's something very wonderful about Enrique and his work. And we sometimes say Enrique likes to talk about his work, but Enrique doesn't like to talk about his work in large situations. But Enrique will be more than happy to mentor any young person at ELAC. And if you were to sit here and ask him about a photograph, he would be more than happy to talk to you. And he'll tell you what his inspiration was. And sometimes as educators, we start using all these big words and all these big philosophical meanings. And a lot of times, if you look at Enrique's work, I think it just gets down to, it's beautiful and it moved me. And I say that because I had a wonderful conversation with him the other day, and we were talking about Olivia. And we were talking about the fact that as we were talking, he realized something I think really kind of critical about the relationship between he and his wife as artists together. She too was an artist. And she was rather protective of him oftentimes. She oftentimes would, he thought maybe some of the students might be saying, you should put your work out there. You should let people see it. Well, he did. He would share it with people, but usually on a one-to-one. Enrique's not a big braggadocio type of person, but he's very warm and giving to anybody who wants to know how to make good pictures, or what sort of technique is that, or what were you thinking? But more on a one-to-one. And sometimes she would say to him, no, maybe you shouldn't put your work out there. And Enrique said, I don't understand. She doesn't want me to put my work out there. Why? I think we came upon it the other day. I said, did it ever occur to you that she loved you so much that she knew how much this work meant to you? Look at the work. This is work that someone relates to. This is nothing that can be taught in school, by the way. He has learned technique. But the eye that he has, the sensitivity that he has, that's his. Okay? That's his alone. And I think that most of the students, that's what you guys all realize too. That's what they all see. And I think most of you as viewers coming here to honor Enrique today, this is not really his first show, but this is his first solo show, and long overdue. Enrique has participated in some group shows, but he has long deserved his own solo show because he has something to say, and he lets you see the world through his eyes. And I thank you, my friend, because you also renew my faith in photography.
I'd like to call up Mike Sy.
You know, all I have to say is that, you know, I met Enrique about 2 years ago, and his images blew me away. And I had the pleasure of having him in several of my classes, and, you know, I'm speechless, you know, when he comes to my class, and he gives me so much, and you know, and gives the students so much. You know, he's lived a life that I can only dream of one day, you know, be able to travel all over the world and see places, you know. So, you know, I'm so happy for you. You're so good, you know, so good. And yeah, I'll leave you with this. I'll leave you guys with this. This famous quote in my class is, that's it. That's it.
To show my inspiration, this is a poem that I wrote about Rico, Olivia, and myself. Since the time of birth, you have been there to care for me. You have supported me from the beginning. You have handed me the tool of art. With the knowledge I am filled, I have learned the love of the arts, so I have been inspired. Blessed all those who know you, for the love of art you have shown them. But for me, I am the most grateful.
I would like to present Enrique with a certificate from the City of Monterey Park. No, Enrique does have something to say. We actually filmed the video for him. So people will get to hear what he has to say. We're going to play that.
California of the past.
I am California of the past.
I am California of the past.
My name is Enrique Armendariz. I I born in Mexico, but now I'm resident in Monterey Park for 40 years. For 25 years. I was a mechanic and painter. Everything started when I take pictures of my daughters. And I love it so much. And awakened me feelings I never felt before. When I started like a hobby, became my passion. Then I began to dream. And with much effort, I started to see things, shape their places. Put it on them and paper, what you want my dream, what I feel. I discovered a world that was unnoticed by many, and I began even like a mental to teach in anime. This field will be with pride and satisfaction. I hope that you enjoy my work and that you too, you feel the artistic spirit that lives within us. Esta photography when I have 40 years old. Because my wife said, you love so much photography, why don't you want to study photography? So I went and I studied photography, black and white, those times black and white. I started the classes and I know nothing about it, but when I started black and white, I really enjoyed it. I fell in love with it. So it's easy for me to, black and white, it's easy for me. It's easy. She likes black and white too. She loves black and white. And I'll be better for her. Because I explained to her why you need photography. Every time I get out of my dad, I have my dad. So she told me this is too late. She always very well, need more complex. So I start do better for her. Now it's maybe I said a memory of my wife in this exhibition. It can be a memory of my wife because I'll be better for her. I worked for my brother, and it was at the church, and the church is really high. So I get up the stair, and I see these two guys coming, panaderos. The dollar, you see dollar, we will get delivered to bread at the store. So I take a picture of it. It's the first place in the Pomona Fair. Los panaderos. It's one of the first pictures I taken when I started photography, black and white. This is San Miguel Allende, Guanajuato. The reason he looked so pleasant, because he asked me for money. I said, no, just help me out because I cannot draw my camera. So it is, when I take a picture, he didn't even notice I take a picture. It's like I take somebody there, take a picture, and keep walking, This is old man in Hollywood Park. He's working. So when I see the car lining up, I take a picture. I prepare all time. I prepare all time. When I take a picture, I'm prepared. So at any moment I take a picture. And then when I take it in Puebla, Mexico, and I see the road, and the other is for the road, I see the road. And he's a person to me, I said, before you buy me, I take a picture. So I take a picture. I see the road coming to me. Yeah, a small town in Mexico, Encarnación de Díaz, Jalisco. It's a little town. So I take a picture of this building. But behind me, I see in a bridge, I see those people approach. Remember my wife, I hope they call this exhibition because it's by the head of the end of the world. It's taken Aguascalientes. I was saying, but we come from. And beautiful picture. I went to show Trotsky. So I meet this family, I see women, so I take a picture. Six people like that. Then I went with my friend Miguel a dead valley. So I take this picture. I take this picture of a dead valley. Es el fantasma del puente. Dead valley es el camino a casa. Es dead valley. It's this year. I hope you enjoy my work and thank you. Thank you because you like something I do. Thank you very much.